most of the times, I can say in all cases children are not shown, and that has to do with the right to privacy. If you look at the UNC, protecting their identity. You look at the UNCRC, it's part of it, the ACRWC. So I think Voice has done a lot when it comes to child abuse and rape, and thank God many people have been reporting their cases. But a lot still needs to be done, because it is still on, going on. People are still perpetuating the issue, and we still have to do more advocacy, more work in order to create that conducive environment for children.
Okay. Yeah, I think we also have, we are working with international documents that that are guiding us, that help us do our job a lot more easier. We have the international document, that is the UNCRC and the ACRWC, the African Charter on the Rights and the Welfare of Children, and the United Nations Convention on the Rights and Welfare of the Children. And in the Gambia here, we have the Constitution of the Gambia, the Children's Act, which the 2005, which Voice of the Young, I would say, played a very good role in the enhancement, ensuring that the Children's Act came into force. If you look at all these legal documents, there is a section that talks about rape and child sexual abuse. Looking at the Constitution of the Gambia, it was 14 years imprisonment with a possible fine of $500,000. Now
that is for anyone who is caught raping a child.
But is it in 2010 or 2011? We heard it has been changed, that it is now life imprisonment
for anyone who is caught raping a child.
Wow. So our role as Voice of the Young is to advocate, to create awareness. How we do that is with some of our media programs, our TV programs, our radio programs, and school outreach programs and community sensitization programs. So this is how we do it.
Okay.
Finally, I will just go back to you. We would like to know how is the organization structured?
The structure of the organization. Okay. We have the Child Protection Alliance, which serves as our secretariat. We are working directly under them. When you come down, you have our program officers, Voice of the Young program officers. You have the youth coordinators. You have the Voice Corps, that is the executive. You have the president, the vice president, the secretary, and the deputy secretary. The PRO, deputy PRO, the treasurer, and 8 captain members. You have the general membership meeting. We have also voice clubs. It is all in our structure. In the provinces, the LRR and CRR, we have voice clubs there. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, that is how the organization is structured. Madam President, coming back to you, last week we had a radio program, and we were looking at child sexual abuse and specifically rape. This is an issue that I believe is very much important. And we had a contributor who texted and said that if you see a lot of rape cases happening in the Gambia, it's because of the way that the girls dress, that is the dress code. Because, in fact, he went further to say, boy baji, how do we expect a guy to control himself so they know bagi sol jumba out, mungi sol check down, mungi def, how do they call it again?
Push
up, and all those kind of things. And he said that these are factors that attract the people to go and fall onto the young girl. So, from your own point of view, would you say that the dress code is the reason why a lot of people are raped, or is there a question mark that is yet to be answered?
Abdullah, there is a question mark that is yet to be answered. Whatever a person wears, in whatever way a person appears, nobody has the right, no one has the right to fall on that particular person, to rape that person, or to sexually abuse that individual. So if you, if Fatoumata dresses in a very bad way, maybe exposes her body, and then you rape Fatoumata, at the end of the day, if you go to the court of law, you will not have anything to justify what you did, because Fatoumata is a child, she is under 18, and then you did something that is unlawful. So, but still, we still have to work on that as young people. I think as children, I'm not even thinking. It is a fact, Abdullah. As children, we need to wear things that are decent.
Decent and modest.
Decent and modest. Okay. We need to always look beautiful. Look at Zahra. She looks very beautiful with the veil, and you know, even if you do not have to put on the veil.
Yeah, but a problem with the veil is normally if you see people who wear the veil or sometimes the niqab, they call you black ninja.
Yeah,
and that is something.
Maybe
Zara. Yes.
Yeah, but
I don't think you should mind how people call you outside. It's something that you should do, and it's something that is passion.
And also,
Baji, when you're talking about the code of dressing, I think whatever an individual does is all about the mindset, the concept you have. You know, if you have this concept that if I see somebody with or somebody who dresses half naked, I am going to rape that particular individual. Okay, let's just take our homes as examples, our sisters as examples. Yeah, your sister might dress very decently when going outside. That is because she's going outside. But when they are at home, you know, sometimes they normally wear, you know, short things when they are doing their works at home.
But I don't think, to be very much realistic, a guy would have a sexual feeling towards his sister. Come on, it's blood. So
No, wait, we have incest.
yes.
Not a guy having
what is incest?
Well, you know, a father and a daughter, or a mother and a son.
So in essence, you're saying a sexual activity between two people who are related by blood.
By blood can happen.
We have cases of such. So I think the bonding between a father and a daughter is a lot stronger than, you know, the bonding between a brother and a sister.
Wow.
Yeah, because we do have those fights, but the dad normally have that understanding. So we having cases of such. So why can't you just look at people in different ways? If there are certain times you go outside, you just look at somebody and term that particular individual your sister, even though you guys have no blood relations or anything. The way an individual dresses doesn't mean you have to, you know, you have
the license to
Yeah.
go and
to
rape
do
that person.
any
Okay.
But I think the way they dress, the way the girl dress, needs a very big change, because it has been written in the Quran that every woman should dress and cover their bodies.
their body. Yeah,
It doesn't have to expose outside. So I think they should dress modestly.
Yeah, with that, yes, that goes to the part of the young people. But for the perpetrators out there, they need to know that nobody has the right to fall or to rape or to sexual abuse any person because of what the person wears. But for us, the young people, what should we do? We are the agents of change. We are what we have been waiting for, as Obama always says. You know, we are the role models. We are the people that others will be looking up to. Tomorrow we will be the cream of the society. Tomorrow we will be the TV presenters. We will be the presidents, the vice presidents. And because of that, we need to always take into account of what we wear, what do we put on whenever we are going out. You can put on something that is very decent, and better still, people would still like you. Something very simple, maybe an African dress, a European dress, but let it cover your body. Let it cover the most sensitive parts, because, you know, temptation also sometimes occurs.
Yeah, I think that is the word temptation, because just like I always say, they can control themselves, and then there are other people who really can't control themselves. But the most important thing is when you are dressing, make sure you dress in such a way that is very much decent. You know, we always have to remember that we are Africans, and we have a very, very strong cultural heritage. And it is very much important that we preserve, you know, some parts of our body so that the people outside won't even see. Now,
but Ablai, before we move on, I want you to, you know, to note this point. Rape is never the fault of the victim. No matter the situation, no matter what happens, rape is just not the fault of the victim.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that is clear. Now, Sabali, Voice of the Young, started way back in 2002, and on the 3rd of October, you are going to be 10 years. What are the plans that you have regarding children, plans that you have for the children of the Gambia?
Yeah, okay, thank you very much, Abdullah. It is kind of unfortunate that we have a team that is solely responsible for the Voice anniversary, but it is unfortunate that we don't have most of their members here. But one thing I'm telling you is we're planning to have a lot of activities, one like the media programs. You know, we have radio programs in maybe 2 or 3 radio stations, a TV program, and we are also planning to have a day-long activity, which is still on the planning. We are trying to get funding for the day program itself. Yeah, and I will allow the person to talk.
Yeah,
she's part of the
Madam
team.
President, yeah.
Okay, Abdullah, thank you. Well, actually, I for one, there is one thing that I've always been passionate about, one thing that I've always wanted to achieve as a voice member before I leave. Of course, I am 16, but